Hey, listen up. This could be a life-changing video for you. I'm going to show you how you can make $200 plus per hour, $1,000 or more in your first week with artificial intelligence. And I'm going to show you how you can do it in this video. Now, if that's not enough, at the same time, we're going to be creating a reoccurring revenue stream by starting an AI business. In less than 1 hour, I'm going to show you how you can create high-quality business blogs like these that virtually any business is going to want. It generates traffic, reviews, and trust with customers. Through the power of AI, it generates high-quality content like this on autopilot. After we've created the website and the content with AI automations, I'm going to show you easy and proven ways to reach out to businesses, sell the blog for $1,000 or more, as well as ongoing AI content creation services. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to need to do is go to aipost.app. And if we come up here and click on pricing, there's a free plan here, 250 credits per month. That's going to give us absolutely everything we need to try out the platform, create posts, and find out if this is something that we want to do. So we're just going to click on get started. We're going to fill out some basic information, and we're going to be creating this website for a real estate agent. And we now have our free account. The next two things that we're going to need to do is create our website and get our API key. So we'll start out by creating our website, and we've got a number of different templates that we can choose from. Each one of these templates is a different color scheme, but we'll be able to further customize these color schemes once we create the site. And this is a good opportunity to direct your attention to the video tutorials. You can see the video tutorials link up top. In this video tutorial, we're going to be going over the website creation process at an accelerated pace. But for everything that I'm going to talk about and a lot more, there are video tutorials on each one of these subjects, helping you completely customize your website, set up things like automations to automatically post to social media profiles, changing the domain name, and everything else that's going to be needed. So I'm going to select this blue and orange theme right here, and then we're going to need to give our website a subdirectory, but you're going to be able to change the domain name of this website to anything that you want, any domain name that you purchase. And in this tutorial, we're going to be creating a website for a real estate agent, but you can create a website for any type of profession or niche that you want. So we're going to label the subdirectory real estate, and the working title for the website is real estate blog, but we're going to change that once we decide on a domain name that we want to use for this website. And now we're just going to click the create site button. And so we've got a confirmation message that our site has been created. If we click on this button right here, we can see that we've got our new website. We're going to be editing this information up here, but the first thing that I want to do is implement the API key. So we're going to hover over the admin menu and click site admin. We're now in the back end of our new website. And if we hover over AI post, we're going to click on settings, and we're going to come back over to the membership confirmation page, and we're going to click create API key. And we're going to come down here and we're going to give our API key a friendly name. Click generate key, and we're going to copy our API key, come back over to the settings page and copy our API username, paste that into the API username field. And while we're on this page, there's a few other options that we'll go over. For the company name, this is primarily used for the SEO options that we'll go over later, but it helps to optimize the title tags and meta descriptions. For the Google review link and the Facebook review link, there's a feature with each blog if you click on the reviews link in the header where companies and individuals can collect reviews by sending out review email requests. If for whatever reason the individual rates the business 1 through 3 stars, a form is opened up that is submitted to the business owner, giving them a chance to correct the issue before the review is left publicly. If they rank 4 or 5 stars, it opens up Facebook and Google My Business where they can click and leave the review publicly. Again, there's a video tutorial on how to set this up, and it takes less than 5 minutes. In this video tutorial, we're going to go ahead and integrate the reviews down here. But if you need help getting your Facebook and Google My Business reviews links for this option, I would recommend taking a look at this video tutorial. Disable auto publishing to social media. This is the social media integration so that whenever a new post is published on the blog, it will automatically send it to Facebook and LinkedIn and all the other social media channels. We're going to leave that disabled for right now. Default webhook URL. Again, this is how you can automatically publish to YouTube, Facebook, and also set up other integrations. There's a video tutorial on this. Default webhook for manual triggering only. On the AI post page, you can manually trigger any automation. We'll take a look at that later. Password protect front end. No, we do not want to password protect the front end. The reason that you might want to do this is if you are setting up this blog for a client that already has an existing blog and you're just going to create posts on the platform and then automatically publish to the client blog. You'll want to password protect this blog so that the content on the client website gets credit through Google. Local SEO city, if you're building this website out for a local business, this too will help in the SEO automation done by AI. Business service type, again, another option that will help with the search engine optimization of the title tags, meta descriptions, titles of the posts. Auto update SEO, we're going to put that as automatic. This way, anytime a post is created, the title tags and meta descriptions will automatically be optimized with the AI algorithm. Auto optimize title. We're going to put this option as no. And the reason that we're going to do this is that for the posts, the titles will automatically be updated. But we're also going to be using the AI SEO features on this platform to optimize the pages and the category pages of this blog, and we won't want to optimize those titles. We want to keep the titles of the categories and pages the same. The rest of these options are for the product post type, and if you're creating product posts for a client that has a WooCommerce installation, you can input the WooCommerce API key in secret to pull products to use in those product comparison posts from their website. There's a separate video tutorial on this. And then also, if you want to monetize the product comparisons in those product posts with Amazon Associates program, you can put your affiliate tag and Amazon link ID here. You can get more information on how to get your affiliate tag and link ID by clicking on this link right here. So we're going to go ahead and save changes, and we've now got our website set up and we're ready to start creating categories and then start creating posts. So now what we're going to want to do is start creating categories for our posts. And to do that, we're going to utilize the AI Assistant. We can click on this link underneath the AI Post tab. And with the AI Assistant, we can ask it pretty much anything we want. So we're going to say, give me a list of topics for categories of a real estate agent blog. The posts that will be in these categories should be interesting to prospective home buyers and home sellers. Give me a list, one per line, and do not enumerate. Click submit. Okay, so now we've got our list of categories, and we're going to go ahead and add a couple of these. I'm going to hover over the categories tab. I'm going to open that in a new tab, and we're just going to input this as the category name. We're going to make the parent category all posts, and then we also want to include a featured image because that featured image is going to show up on our home page. There's a cool feature where we can just search Creative Commons images. We can just put in that title for home buying tips. We can also sort it by orientation, and you're going to want a landscape. Instead, I'm going to change this to home buying as the search term, and I'm going to select this image. And then down here in the lower right hand corner, we're just going to click select. And then we'll click add new category, and we'll go ahead and include one other category in this tutorial, which is going to be home selling strategies. The parent category is all posts still. We'll click on upload image again, instant images, and we'll search home selling. Again, we'll do landscape, and we'll select this image here, that category. And we can go through and do the rest of these categories. But that is what we're going to need for the purposes of this tutorial. we are now ready to create our first post. So there's two different ways that we can create posts. One is by manually creating posts, and you can hover over AI posts, click on create posts. And then the second way is to create posts with automation. They both work the same way and will both create the same type of posts. But with automations, we can set it once, let it run, and will continue to create the posts on autopilot. We can either backdate them or forward date them and schedule them out. And we'll take a look at both of these methods. The first way we are going to do it is by manually creating a post. And what we're going to do first is we're going to come back over to our AI assistant. And we're going to grab our first category here, home buying tips. And in our AI assistant, instead, we're going to say, give me a list of blog post ideas for a real estate blog in the category of home buying tips. Give me one per line and do not enumerate. Click submit. And now we've got our list of blog post ideas. I'm going to come back over here to create posts. And there's a few different ways that you can create posts with a keyword, with a link. If you've got another article that you like and you want to model this blog post after that article, or with a text prompt, you can enter in a longer text prompt. But for this one, we're just going to use the key and we're going to paste that keyword phrase, that idea into this field. Post type, again, we've got a few different post types, but we're going to focus on a blog post. Content words, we're going to make it 1,500 words. We do want to include images. Number of images, we're going to include 10. Creative Commons images only. You can specify it to only use images that are Creative Commons. For this one, we'll just do all images found. Since we are searching for Creative Commons images with this option, we're going to have an option for a search term for those images, and we're just going to put homes for this. Include videos. Yes, we do want to include videos. That's just going to get related YouTube videos and insert it into the post. Number of videos, we're going to do 2. And then link to page. This is a good way to improve the search engine optimization of your blog posts. And the best way to do this is to link to the category, because it's going to use contextually relevant links within the post and link back to the category page. And don't worry, once you change the domain name, this will automatically be changed as well. But if you want, you can just remove this first part and it's going to automatically insert whatever the domain name is and automatically link to that page. The webhook URL, we're going to cover this later, but this is how we can automatically publish to Facebook and LinkedIn once the post is published. We're ready to just click generate new post. Now this process may take 30 to 40 seconds, but our new post has been created and we can see a preview of it right here. Nice long post that includes related videos, a lot of good images. There may be some text and images that we want to replace, which I'll show you how to do that. But we've got a really nice looking blog post. We can come back up here to the top and we can go ahead and put this in home buying tips. And for the post status, we're going to leave it as draft right now. And then the post date, we can publish it at the current point in time by selecting current time. We can backdate the post, or we can future date the post if we want to schedule it out. By backdating the post, this is a new blog and we haven't submitted it to Google yet. So if we are going to go sell this to a client or building it for a client and we want to create posts that go back 3-6 months, we can use this backdate option, which we're going to go ahead and do for this. And we'll click post to blog. And after that has been posted to our blog, we have got some other options here. We can edit the post by clicking on the edit post button. We can get the title tag, which is what shows in the Google search results. And by optimizing the title tag with the SEO algorithm, it will help these posts rank higher in organic search. We've got a message that our title tag has been optimized. We're going to go ahead and get the meta description, and then we're going to go ahead and re-optimize this title. And so now we can see the optimized title, meta description, and title tag. And I'm going to go ahead and click on edit post, and I'm going to get rid of this first paragraph right here. And then there were a couple of images in here that I saw that I would like to replace. We're going to get rid of this image. We can click on it and just click the X button here. I'm going to get rid of this image as well. And then I am going to insert a different image. And you can upload an image by clicking on Add Media, or again, you can search for Creative Commons images by clicking on the Add Media tab, and we're just going to search homes. Let's search neighborhood instead, and we'll go ahead and insert this image. You just need to scroll down to the bottom, save changes, and then we can click insert into post. And then we'll want to click on the image, and then here we can left justify that so the text wraps around it. And I'll show you this one more time real quickly. An easier way to do this is probably just going to be to click on Add Media, then click on Instant Images. And there are other options up here, so we can search different providers of Creative Commons images. So we'll do neighborhood again. Don't really like any of these images, so let's search another provider like this one. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And then down here in the lower right hand corner, we can just click insert into post. And again, we'll want to click on the image, and we will want to left justify that, move the text up here. And so this looks pretty good. We've got our post. I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to click Save Draft, and that will give me an opportunity to show you the AI Post dashboard. We can hover over AI Posts again and then click on AI Posts. And that's going to bring us to our dashboard. This is the new post that we just created. You've got the SEO options on this dashboard as well. You can auto optimize all of these different things at once by clicking that button. You can also edit the SEO data right here on the dashboard. And then we've got options over here. Show you this real quick with the SEO info button. You can click on that, and not only can you see the SEO information here, but you can also see the current blog posts that are ranking at the top of Google for this particular keyword phrase. And then if you click on view search results, same thing. View posts, edit posts. We can publish the post directly from the dashboard. We can delete the post directly from the dashboard. And then these are our SEO options here. And this trigger webhook button, that is going to trigger the automations to publish to Facebook, LinkedIn, and we can do that automatically as well in the automations. But we're going to go ahead and publish this post. We get a success message. This has been published, and it just lets us know that in the options we have disabled the option to automatically publish it to social media channels once the post has been published, which we can turn on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to the homepage of our blog, and we can now see our new post and our categories. We scroll down, we can see our subscribe form. You see our new posts. We'll integrate our reviews here in a second. You see our must read and our search form. Top, if we click on the blog link, we can see our new posts. We'll talk about how we can edit this information right here, as well as the information up top. But first, what I want to do is take a look at creating posts with automation so that we can automate this entire process. So to start creating automations, you're going to want to hover over AI Posts and click on Post Automations. And these automations work very similarly to creating a post manually. And what we're going to do is come back over to our AI assistant where we've got all of our ideas for different blog posts. And I'm just going to copy all of these, come back over to Post Automations and approve automatic. This is going to allow us to automatically publish posts that have been created through automations, or we can set it to draft and approve the posts on the AI Post dashboard before actually publishing it. I'm going to put it as draft. We can assign a time frame as to how often we want to create posts. I'm going to create a post every 5 days. And the reason I'm going to do that is we want to set up an automation for every single individual category because these posts will be automatically published to that category. And if we've got 5, 10 different categories, 15 different categories, and we're publishing a blog post every single day, that's going to create 15 posts every single day. If we've got 15 different categories, that may be too many. And so I'm just going to set this to every 5 days. Keyword terms, I'm going to just copy and paste all of those blog post ideas into this keyword terms box. You're just going to want one per line. You can go through and edit these keywords as you want. Modify keywords, I'm going to select yes. I highly recommend that you modify the keywords, because every single time that the automation runs through these different keywords, it's going to modify it for you, so you're not posting the same type of post every single time. Post category, home buying tips, the one that we already selected. Automation status, we're going to set this to paused for right now. And create post type, again, we can select the different post types. We're going to focus on blog posts. 1,500 words again. Yes, we do want to include images in the content. We're going to put 10 images again. Creative Commons images only. We're going to select no for this. Get related YouTube videos. Yes, we're going to do 2 videos again. Get the title tag and meta description. This is going to automatically optimize the title tags and meta descriptions for us so that we don't have to do that manually. Post date, we are going to backdate these posts because we haven't submitted this to Google yet, and because we're building this blog for a potential client, we're going to backdate these posts. And the way that this is going to work is that it's going to take the earliest post created, and then it's going to adjust the time. And we can adjust the time however many hours that we want to. We're just going to put 24, and so it's going to get the first created post, and then it's just going to create this post 24 hours before that post. And since this automation is running on a time schedule, it won't always be exactly 24, so it'll look natural. And then automatically fire the webhook. Again, if we want to automatically publish these posts to our social media channels, we can fire this webhook, which I know we haven't gone over, but we will. I'm going to leave this webhook URL blank, and I'm just going to click create automation, and we get a confirmation message that it was created and the page is being refreshed. Now that the page has refreshed, we can see our automation right here. It's got all of the different settings that we just implemented. We can click this edit automation button, and we can edit any of these settings right here. So for example, if we wanted to change this to every 3 days, we can do that. We can edit our keywords. We can edit any of this information right here. One option I forgot to set was this internal link right here. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to get our category link, and I'm going to set that in the same way that we set it when we manually created the post. Click update automation. And then we can go ahead and run this automation to see what the post looks like. If we like what the post looks like and don't want to modify any of these options, we can go ahead and unpause or activate this automation. And once the automation is run, we're going to see a success message down here that will have a link to our new post. We'll also see a link here to be able to edit the SEO information. But because in the automation we said automatically update, that is going to be updated. We'll go ahead and click on this to take a look at the post. And as we can see, we've got our new post, top tips for first-time home buyers, essential advice for buying new homes. Got an opening paragraph, got some nice images, some videos, the 2 videos that we had selected to include in there, some nice images. It's a nice long post. We can read through it, but it looks really good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to click on edit automation, and I am going to go ahead and set this to active. I'm going to update the automation, and because in our settings we've got this publish to draft, I'm going to come back out to our post dashboard, and we're going to see this new post that was just created, and we can see that the title, the title tag, and the meta description was automatically optimized. We can see that this is currently in draft state. I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and because we selected backdate, that's going to backdate this post. If I come back out to the home page, we can see our 2 new posts. We can see our categories right here. We can see our posts like before and our 2 new posts. So what I'm going to want to do at this point is the same process that we just did, only I'm going to do this for our home selling strategy category. I'm going to come back over to the AI assistant, and I'm just going to replace this right here. That's going to give me a new list that I'm going to grab. I'm going to come back over here and create another automation only for this category. So I just created this new automation. In this automation up here, we can see our last search term. We can see our next search term. In this automation, we haven't run it yet, so we can see the next search term, tips for staging your home to increase its market value. I'm just going to go ahead and run this automation. So that automation has run, and we can see our new post, top tips for staging your home to increase its market value, expert DIY advice. We've got our title tags and meta descriptions optimized. We can take a look at this post. Again, a really nice looking post with videos, images, nice long content. And we can edit this if we want to, but I like this post. And if we want to, we can go ahead and edit these automations and set them to automatically publish the post if we want. I'm going to go ahead and publish this post. And we can see our homepage starting to be filled out with our posts. Next thing we're going to take a look at is changing this information up here, which is also displayed in the sidebar of the blog page and each post. Okay, so what we're going to take a look at now is editing this information up here at the top. That is the consultant information. And to do that, we're going to hover over admin, and we're going to open up my profile in a new tab. And this is where this information is going to come from. So we're going to need to click on the gear icon and click edit profile. And then we can click on this image, upload photo. And since we haven't yet sold this blog to a client, we're just going to use this avatar kind of placeholder right here. We've got a short description here that we put together. This description is going to go in the sidebar of all the blog posts and the main blog page. And then down here where it says homepage description, that is going to go right here. So we've got a bit of a longer description that we put together. And then for the name, we're just going to use Jane Smith for right now. And the title, real estate agent, we can put the phone number in here as well, and any social media accounts. And then I'm just going to click update profile. You can see our updated profile. Come back out to the home page. We can now see that this information has been updated. This will give us an opportunity to take a look at this real quick. If you're experienced with web development or CSS code, this is going to come as second nature to you. If not, this is actually a pretty easy concept, but if you right click and click inspect, that's going to bring up the HTML and the CSS code of the website. And what you'll be able to see here is selectors. So you see this class right here. We can actually copy this CSS selector right here. And I only bring this up to show you this feature of the website. If we come back into the site admin area, up here at the top, you're going to see this custom CSS. You can click on that, and that's going to bring up a CSS editor. And if we just put a period, which is the selector for classes, bracket, and we do display none, and then we click save changes. This is going to allow us to use CSS to edit any part of the look and feel of the website. Almost all of the options for the look and feel of the website can be found in the theme settings, which is what we're going to cover next. But if we refresh this, we can now see that this is not displaying. And this gives us a way to edit with CSS anything that's not found. Okay, so now let's take a look at the theme options. This is going to allow you to customize the look and feel of the website through a point and click interface. pretty much any way that you want. You can match this website up to existing websites. To do so, you're going to come back into the site admin area. You're then going to click on theme settings. And that is going to open up this interface with all of the different theme options. It's going to give you a preview right here. You can click on different aspects of the website to see what these changes are going to look like. This first tab here, global, if we click into that, that's going to give us a lot of global options. So typography, for example, we can change the font of the headings as well as the main text. If we come back out here, we can click on colors, and we've got different pre-configured color palettes. There's some additional ones if you click on this pencil icon here, and then you can change the individual colors here as well, and that's going to change the colors across the website for different elements. But if you want to change the colors of specific elements like the titles right here, you can do that with the headings, site background, content background. You can change that with those. The container options, that's going to change the width of the website. Buttons, you can change the colors of the buttons. We come all the way back out and we click on blog, for example. We've got the blog archive, which is this page right here. Got a whole host of different options. You can change the side that the sidebar is on. You can change the width of the sidebar. You can change the number of posts that come up here in this grid. You can change the grid to just be like single posts, for example. There's a huge number of different options that you can utilize to really customize any part of this website. Single posts, again, a lot of different options in here. One last thing that we'll take a look at is we want to put a logo up here, and if we hover over this, there's a pencil icon you can click on. You can either click on that or you can click on this header builder right here, and you can actually change the color of the main header. There's also a top header that you can put different widgets in, and a bottom header as well. So if we click on this plus icon, it's going to bring up a number of different widgets like HTML or social icons that you can put in here. So we just added the social widget, and that's going to add these social icons right here. If we click on this social widget, that's going to bring up additional options where we can add additional social icons like YouTube, for example. And then if we click on the drop down, we can actually put the URL to that social media account. By clicking on the design tab, we can change the colors of the icons, change it to their official colors. And so if we come back out here to the header builder and we click on the site title and logo, we can select a logo for the website. We've got a placeholder logo that we're going to upload. Click on the upload files tab, select our logo, and then down in the lower right hand corner again we can click select, and it'll allow us to crop the photo, and then we can also drag this to make the logo bigger or smaller. And then to save the changes that we've made, we're just going to click publish. And if we come back out to our website, we can now see those changes. So as we can see, our website is really starting to take shape. We've got a lot of high quality posts. One thing that we want to do is integrate the reviews with this website. And even though we haven't sold this website to a client yet, or if you have an existing client, this process is going to work the same way. So what we're going to do is come back into our admin dashboard and we're going to click on reviews. And we're just going to use a company that has some pretty high quality reviews for right now. And we just searched real estate company St. Pete. We're going to copy the address of this company right here, click on reviews, we're going to click on this connect button, and then we're just going to paste this address into this field right here. If for whatever reason you get this error message that it couldn't be found, we can do it in an alternative way to where we come back up here to Google Maps, we click on the profile, and then we just copy this URL in the address bar, come back to this screen, paste that URL, that will bring up the profile. We then can click connect, and that's going to give us some placeholder reviews. Next thing that we're going to need to do is select a style for the reviews that we want. You can use any one that you want to. I think we're going to use this one that just lists out the reviews here. So we'll click select, and then we can select a design. We're just going to use the ones with the white background, and this is going to give us a preview. We can configure some additional options down here. We're going to leave this as is. Just click save and get code. But this code has already been integrated into the website. So now if we come back out to our home page, click refresh, we can scroll back down and we can see these reviews implemented into our website. If we come over to our blog page or any of the post page, in the sidebar, we will also see a list of these reviews. Now, if you haven't sold this website to a client yet and you need to switch out to the reviews, you can come back out to this review screen. You can just click on this Connect Google link. You can click Disconnect, and then you can go through the same process and implement the new client's reviews for them for the website. Okay, so now let's take a look at the menu options and the sidebar options. If we come back into our dashboard and we click on menus, we've got a number of different menus pre-configured. You can create a new menu by clicking on this link, but we'll just take a look at the main menu by selecting it. And these are all of the menu items that we currently have in here. If you wanted to remove one, like let's say you've sold this website and you want to remove this usage stat, you can just click on the menu and then click remove. If you wanted to put a custom menu link in here, you just put the URL and the text for the link. If we come back up here and select the categories menu, we can come down here and we can select view all, and you can add these categories to the category menu. We can click save menu, and that's really how easy it is to add menus here, menu items here. If we click on the sidebar, we can see a number of different widgets that we can include in the sidebar. These are all the ones that are pre-configured in the website. If we wanted to add like a custom HTML widget, we could do that like this. If we wanted to add a menu, we could do that, and then we could select the menu that we want. We've already got the categories widget in here, so we don't really need that. But these are just the basic features for the menus. You can also include these widgets in things like the footer, but really that's all there is to it. Now what we're going to take a look at is doing the search engine optimization for the pages as well as our category pages. We already took a look at how to do the search engine optimization, or how the search engine optimization is automatically updated for the posts. But we can do them for the pages and category pages as well by coming back to our AI Post dashboard. And what we're going to want to search is the pages as far as the post type. So we can select pages, click search posts, and then we'll come down here to our home page. And we can do this the same way, where we click get keyword, and that's going to get a suggested keyword to rank this page for. We can change that keyword by clicking edit SEO data, and we can change that, and then we can click get title tag and click get meta description, and that is going to implement the title tag and meta description for us utilizing the SEO AI algorithm. The other way that we can do this is we'll come down here to our blog page and we can click auto optimize, and that's going to get the keyword, title tag, and meta description all at once for us. We get this update message, and the keyword, title tag, and meta description have been optimized for us. If we come back up here and we select post categories, we're also going to want to optimize those so they rank as high as possible in organic search. And just click auto optimize. That's completed, and we can actually do these all at once, and that's going to optimize the title tags and meta descriptions for all of these category pages. So that's how easy it is, and also a huge selling point when you're going to sell these blogs to prospective clients, that all of the post pages, category pages have been optimized with AI. And so I'm back over on the pages, and one thing that I wanted to show you real quick, because it is a selling feature for these blogs as well. If we click on the SEO info, the way that the title tags and meta descriptions are formatted for the pages and category pages and blog posts is that the AI algorithm goes out and it finds what is currently ranking at the top of the search engines for that specific keyword. It analyzes all of those title tags and meta descriptions and then comes up with the title tag and meta description for that page. So again, huge selling point when you're going to look for clients that may want to acquire this blog. A couple of other features that I wanted to take a look at is the SEO and then the subscribers. For the SEO, this is how you're going to connect Google Analytics so you can track the visitors and other things that are happening on the website. You can go to Google and just search Google Analytics, create a free account. Once you've created that account and entered in your basic information, you can click on Analytics, and then you can just click this Connect Google Services, and it'll take you through the prompts to connect your Google Analytics account. That's also going to submit your website to Google. You'll then need to go to Google Webmasters. You can just search Google Webmasters. And the only other thing that you'll need to do to actually submit your site to Google is to submit the sitemap. You're going to want to change the domain name first before doing that. And to change the domain name once you've sold the blog, or if you want to change the domain name before you sell the blog, it's a very easy process. You just come back to aipost.app. Come down here, click on Change Domain Name Request. You're going to want to get into the DNS account and point it to this IP address and then submit the information here. That may sound technical if you've never done it before, but there is this video tutorial here on changing your domain name that walks you through the entire process. It takes less than 5 minutes to do. Very easy to do. There's some other settings in here for SEO, like the titles and meta, but these options are already configured and really don't take any further configuration. If you want to, you absolutely can, but it's not necessary. And the other thing I wanted to take a look at was the subscribers. Any subscribers that come through either the subscription form on the homepage or the subscribe page, people can get to via the subscribe link. Those will all show up right here. And those can be easily integrated with MailChimp or any other email provider. And on aipost.app, there is a video tutorial on managing and integrating subscribers with different email platforms. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to take a look at as far as the setup of this website is how to automatically publish to social media channels like Facebook and LinkedIn. If you've never set up automations before, this is a great skill to learn, and it's amazing the number of things that you can do after you learn this easy skill. So let's take a look at it. The way that we can manually trigger posts to social media accounts is with this trigger webhook button. But we're first going to need to set up the webhook. Now, if you come over to aipost.app and you hover over the My Account and you click on, there are a number of different automation templates already set up. And so we're just going to utilize Facebook as an example, and we're going to download this automation template. Once you click on this, it's going to open this page. All you need to do is click the download button and save this file to your computer. And these automation templates are for make.com. And then Zapier are the two major platforms utilized for automations. I personally like make.com a lot better. But once you've created your free account and you're logged in, you're just gonna hover over scenarios and then click create a new scenario. And your screen should look like this. What we're going to do now is at the bottom of the screen, you'll see these three dots, and when you hover over it, it's going to say more. Click on that, and we're going to click import blueprint, and you're going to upload the file you just downloaded. Click save, and that's going to create this automation for you. Now, the first one that we have right here is the actual webhook. We're going to click on that, and we're going to add a new webhook. You're going to want to give the webhook a name and then click Save. That then is going to give you your webhook URL, and you can copy this address. If we come back over to Settings and we scroll down, this default webhook URL, we're going to want to paste that webhook into this field. Come down here and click Save, AI Post Dashboard. Anytime that we hit this Trigger Webhook button, that is going to fire off the webhook. Now we can set this up to automatically fire off whenever we publish a new post, which I'll show you at the end, but that is how you can manually trigger the webhook. Now, if you remember when we were creating the post manually, there's a field here for webhook too, so you can set the webhook at the post level when you're creating the post. And then also when we were setting up automations, you can set it at the automation level as well if you want to create different webhooks for different automations or different posts. But for the purposes of this tutorial and most of what you're going to be utilizing these webhooks for, setting the default webhook at the global level is probably going to be all you're going to need. And so now that we've got our webhook implemented, we need to set up our Facebook integration. And so if we click on Facebook, if you've just signed up for a Make.com account, you're going to need to add your Facebook account, and then that will bring up a list of pages that you have for your Facebook account. We've set up this Facebook page that we're going to be posting to, selected that here. And then the excerpt and the link are going to be automatically filled in for you. I would like to show you though how you can integrate different information into fields. If we come back over to the webhook and we right click and click on Run This Module Only, you see a spinning icon, and that means that Make.com is listening for that webhook to fire. Over here to our posts, I'm going to scroll down to this post. I'm going to click Trigger Webhook. We get a confirmation that the webhook has been sent. Now if we come back over to Make.com, we can see this green check mark showing that it has received that data. If we click on the magnifying glass, you'll see all of the data that is received in this webhook, and you can use any of this data to post to Facebook. So if we now click on the Facebook module, and let's say that we wanted to include the meta title and the excerpt in the post that we create on Facebook, we can do that here. Now we can just click OK, and we can save this automation. And we need, down in the lower left-hand corner, we need to turn this automation on. And now if we come back over to our website, when we tested it previously, it did not fire the webhook. But now that we've turned it on, we can click Trigger Webhook again. We get the same confirmation message. And if we come back over to Make.com, up here in the upper left-hand corner, you can click this arrow button to get back out. And then on the History tab, we can see that the webhook was just successfully fired about 9 seconds ago, and it was a success. If we come back over to our Facebook page and click refresh, we can see this new post that we just created to our Facebook page. Now, if we want to automate this, we come back over to Settings and we scroll down here to Disable Auto Publishing to Social. If we have this set to yes, it's not going to do anything. However, if we have this set to no, anytime that a post is published on the blog, whether it be through an automation or you're manually creating posts, and this option is set to no, it's automatically going to fire that webhook, which is automatically going to execute any automations that you have set up in Make.com. And so that's an easy way to automate the process of just posting to all the different social media accounts at once whenever a new post is published to the blog. Last thing that I'll show you in this is with this automation, if you wanted to add additional things to this automation, you can set up a separate automation for LinkedIn and Instagram and Pinterest and all the other websites. However, if you wanted to set up the posting all in one automation, you can do that. You would just need to add another module. Like LinkedIn, you can create a user post and you would just need to set it up the same way, and you can add any of the same information that is received from this webhook. So that's how easy it is to set up automatically publishing to all social media accounts with this platform and with your blog. Okay, so that's going to do it for the basic setup of this website. I know we've covered a lot of information. The two things I would recommend doing before going to sell this to a company is, one, to switch it to a domain name that you've purchased. You can get one for as little as $5 from GoDaddy, just as a placeholder. And then the other would be to create 20 or 30 posts to get maximum value for the blog. And next, we're going to talk about different methods for actually contacting businesses and selling this blog to them, as well as getting maximum value for it by expressing all the incredible features of this blog, like the fact that they're going to get unlimited content for the life of their business through the power of AI. Again, I want to draw your attention to the fact that there's an entire playlist of video tutorials for everything and a lot more that we covered. And if you have any issues, you can also create a support ticket. But I think you'll agree this is a very streamlined and amazing way to set up business blogs that can be repeated over and over again. So now let's take a look at how to sell this blog to a prospective company.